Portami via, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. Sono muoio. Seppellirai lassù in montagna, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 seppellirai lassù in montagna, sotto l'ombra d'un bel fiume. Tutti quelli che passeranno. Ciao, bella ciao, 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 tutti quelli che passeranno mi diranno che bel fior, tutti quelli che passeranno.
There.
Hello!
Lagi na ang pag-entrance. Masakit sa dibdib. Hi,
Hello, good evening, Odette. Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Good evening, Philippines.
And a special good afternoon and good morning to all of our listeners from all over the world. Welcome to Madz Talk, your weekly dose of songs, stories, and shared passion.
And inspiration and learning and joy and many more things in between.
Every weekend, we bring you different topics, different ways and different themes, just for us to be able to find fun, joy, inspiration, and connection, especially in these challenging times.
So this is our seventh episode. How time flies, Odette. And
Bilis.
tonight, we take you behind the scenes. That's what our poster says, behind the scenes to the new NorMADZ, to discover what the Madz is up to these times. And we also get to know more about Madz 2020, the people who make up the new cast Madz 2020.
Yes. Kasi dahil you don't get to see them these days, kasi syempre wala tayong concerts, so allow us to invite you backstage so that we will get to know yun nga, the Madz 2020 more in this time of the new normal, and or as we say, the new NorMADZ.
So we have something special for our viewers tonight. First, we encourage you to stay on and don't leave, because we will be playing a game that Odette will explain, and Odette and our guests will explain in a little while. And there will be 2 winners announced at the end of the show. So you will have to stay on. And then I don't know if Odette will announce the winners now. The prizes now. Kasi may nagtanong, ano bang prize? A prize agad.
Mamaya na, questions muna bago prize. Later, I will prize later.
So hindi mo sasabihin yung surprise, basta they have to stay till the end.
My lips are
Surprise yon, because I have not seen the surprise as well, although I know what it is. So pareho tayo. I cannot leave the show. I have to stay till the end. But don't worry, this is not going to be a very long show. Okay, we'll get to the end very fast.
At saka yung big surprise na yon, we promise you, as you know, as the millennials would say, pasabog. We're very sure that you are going to love it. So I hope that you really stay until the end of our program for tonight. So without further ado, we are going to bring you our first set of guests. First set. So bago yan, we will have a lot of them tonight. So sige. Can we have our first set of guests in, please? Kanina pa yata sila sa waiting room. Sorry. Ta-da! Yay! Oh, mga grad pick. Yes, Yel. Yel, you are, parang kulang ka.
Kailangan, naka-gallery view tayo.
Yes. Yan. So first, while we're waiting for the girls to settle, let's welcome first. Sige, ikaw na magpakilala. AIDS. Introduce yourself.
Hello po. Narinig niyo po ako? Hi guys, I'm Adrian po. They call me AIDS. That's my nickname since high school. Di ko rin po alam, siguro for short. Kasi mas madali siyang banggitin kaysa sa mas mahaba yung Adrian. So, I'm 23 years old po and graduate po ako ng electronics engineering. And I joined Madz last 2018. 2019 lang po. So,
2019 pa yun?
Yes.
Wow! So bago si AIDS sa Madz, 2019 lang. Ayan.
Yes po.
Okay, let's ask Meek to introduce herself.
Hello po, I am Micaela Maris Tonares. Nandito po ako ngayon sa Valenzuela City. So, 20 years old po ako. And nag-join po ako sa Madz 2018. April 2018. So, ayun po.
2 years.
Opo.
2 years na.
Opo, 2 years na po. Kumusta po kayo lahat?
Si Mika, parang feeling ko ang tagal-tagal mo na sa
Feeling ko rin po, ate.
Parang years ka na sa Madz, parang gano'n, 3 or 4, gano'n. Pero parang 2 years na. And hindi from Manila. Yel, would you like to introduce
From Davao City. Hello po sa inyong lahat. I'm Daniel Fanlo or Yel. Graduate po ako ng Mass Communication dito po from Davao City. At sumali po ako ng Madz last year around mga September. So ayun, almost a year ago.
1 year.
Bilis.
Hi, Alfred.
And I feel so old. Oh my God.
Kaya nga.
If I do my arithmetic, nagbamadz na ako, baka nag-retire na ako sa Madz, hindi pa sila pinapanganak.
Oh.
To the viewers, I said to them in our group chat, I said, please do not make me feel like your grandfather on this show. Thou shalt not dare. Okay.
Oh, ayan o, makikita pa lang natin dito sa ating first set of, bagong batch from the new batch of the Madz. Very, very young and yet very, very diverse. So just like previous episode, wala po sa kanila graduate ng music degree. So lahat.
So, tanong natin, always when this is my first time to get to know these three a little better. I mean, I've run into them here and there. So how did you guys come to join the Madz? What were you doing before the Madz? At paano napunta? How did your path lead you to the Madz?
Ladies first.
Ladies first naman.
O sige, si Yel, kasi si Yel yung last kanina.
Sige po. So, before the Madz po, I think what paved the way was joining Sing Philippines Youth Choir. So, sumali po ako batch 3. Tapos, last year, mga around, I was fresh out of college. Tapos, nag-submit na ako ng very late audition video para sa touring group ng Spicy. Tapos, ayun po, I received a message from Ate Odette at akala ko about sa touring group na yon, and then followed by a message by Sir Mark at dun po nag-offer ng opportunity si Sir Mark na mag-train po with the Madz. Yun po.
So, Yel, you were expecting to join Spicy and then you got a message that says, could you please join the Madz instead? What were you expecting that? I mean, huh?
Hindi po talaga. I never imagined po. Actually, ito po yung chair na inuupuan ko rin at that time. So, nahiya po ako kay Sir Mark noon kasi parang ang late na ata ng reply ko kasi hindi ko po talaga alam yung reaction. I was literally, speechless talaga.
Paano ka decide? Hindi mo naman kaya na ikwento sa akin. How did you come up with that decision na finally na ako?
Ever since po kasi parang medyo safe yung mga decisions ko when it comes to the opportunities related to music. Tapos na-realize ko na yung opportunity like this is not something na dapat palipasin. It should be with arms wide open talaga. So ayun po.
Interestingly, si Yel po, to our viewers, naalala ko noon na talagang I have to thank her parents. Yung mommy niya kasama niya na pumunta ng Manila just to make sure set. Yung kasi, 'di ba, syempre from Davao, so they had to make sure that syempre yung titirahan dito maayos, and I really have to thank her family for allowing her kasi syempre, 'di ba, out of college tapos
Kala mo Spicy lang
Diretso.
umalis
ikaw, wala si Mika.
Yan, Mika, are you okay?
Oh,
Ayan.
Mika, ikaw, paano ka napuntang landas mo sa Madz?
So kasi po, nag-start po talaga ako sa church, sa National Shrine of Our Lady of Fatima, dito po sa
Yes. Yes,
Nawala.
Mika.
yung mama
Mika.
at papa ko ay
Tao po.
Mika. Mika, ulit. Again.
sorry, mahina po yata yung connection. So, after ko po sa children's choir, nag-join po ako sa Fatima Grand Choral, which is ang conductor po namin, si Sir Warlito Yalong, si Sir Pot. So, nandun po kasi ang mama at papa ko. So, ang funny thing po doon talaga is yung nag-audition ako sa Fatima Grand Choral, S1 ako. Hindi ko po alam na soprano ako. Kasi alto to talaga ako noon. So, nung pagka-audition ko noon kay Sir Pot, sabi niya, soprano 1 ka? I'm shocked. Parang, talaga? Hindi ko alam. So, ayun po, hanggang sa hanggang sa nagmamads et al na po kami, ganyan. So, na-expose na po ako sa mads. Yun pala. Tapos, hanggang sa ginusto ko na po rin maging member ng mads. So, 2018 po, nakatanggap po ako kay Sir Pot ng message. Sabi niya, mag-audition ka na. Sabi niya gano'n. Nag-isipan ko po mga ilang weeks lang, 2 weeks lang. Tapos yun na po, nag-join na po ako sa mads.
And the history. So, yun. Thank you, Mika. AIDS, ko naman. Anong kwento mo, AIDS?
I'm with the Madz now because of Leslie Ann Abordo. Member din po siya ng Madz. Makikita niyo po siya mamaya. And she encouraged me to join the Madz. Pero that time, hindi pa po ako decided kasi kakatapos ko lang po mag-take ng board exam. So, nag-wait po ako ng results. Sabi ko, hindi ko pa sure talaga kasi if I pass the board exam, pwedeng dun ako magde-decide kung anong dapat kong gawin. So, after that, pero nagugulan pa rin ako kasi matagal ko ng dream maging Madz. Pero tapos, basta magulo ang isip ko, hindi ako makapag-decide. Tapos, out of the blue, nag-chat si Leslie Ann, sabi niya, kasama ko si Sir ngayon, nasa lunch kami. Tapos parang that time naghahanap daw sila ng tenor 1. So sabi ko, mas lalo akong kinabahan. Tapos biglang nag-chat sa akin si Sir Mark, nag-send ng picture. Gusto ko siyang ipakita. Okay lang po ba?
Yes!
This is the picture po.
Ay! Oh!
So, tapos dun na po ako nag-decide na sige naman, wala namang masama kung magta-try ako mag-audition. Sabi ko, pwede ko namang subukan. Kung makapasa, masaya. Kung hindi, masaya pa rin kasi I tried. Tapos, nung after that lunch daw nila, sinabihan si Mado na may audition date na ako. Sabi ko, ano kakantayin ko? So yun. Buti na may mga alam akong songs na pwede kong ipang-audition na yun yung ginamit ko. So nung nakapag-audition na ako, nakapasa naman. So, yun po. Doon na nag-start ang aking pagiging Madz.
Quickly lang ha, gusto ko malaman kung kung natatandaan pa ninyo yung very first time na nag-rehearse kayo sa Madz. First rehearsal day.
Ano yung nangyari? What do you remember about your first encounter face-to-face na nandun ka na, nakaupo ka na sa Madz?
Yes, any specific person sa talagang nag-stuck sa isip nyo na hindi nyo siya makakalimutan kasi pwedeng siya yung nag-welcome or something. Mabilis lang. Isang pasada lang. Sige, start tayo kay AIDS kasi ikaw yung last kanina.
Yung first rehearsal ko, hindi ko siya ma-explain sa sobrang saya. Kasi parang feeling ko nasa heaven, parang ganun. Kasi naging fan na ako ng Madz since high school. Parang follower na talaga ako ng Madz. So, tapos biglang uupo ka sa rehearsal nila for training. Parang hindi ko na matandaan kung ano yung feeling na naramdaman ko nun sa sobrang saya. Parang purong pure joy ba?
Sobrang happy ni AIDS.
Opo, super.
Mika, ikaw, do you remember? Ay, Mika, nakalipunta. Oh, yeah.
Siyal mo na.
Yeah.
Ako naman po, very memorable yung first few weeks. Kasi nung first rehearsal ko, dun ko lang nalaman na they were preparing pala for a major concert sa CCP, yung Magic and Miracles. And timing that week, may quartet exams pala. So, syempre, kasali po pa rin ako kahit ilang rehearsals pa lang. Pero, very surreal. Actually, hanggang ngayon, kahit mag-iisang taon na po, napaka-surreal ng feeling kasi hindi ko po na-imagine to be singing and training with them.
Thank you. Gusto ko yung bumabalik si Mika na nakasmile pa din.
Parang hindi nabubulabog. Hindi nabubulabog, ano? Kung ako
Mika,
napapayag.
sige.
Mika, sige, bago ka mawala, game.
It's your turn. Kamusta ang first rehearsal mo with the Madz?
So, syempre po, hindi po wala po talaga yung kaba. Pero, ang hindi ko po talaga makakalimutan nun, katabi ko po sa Ate Bianca.
Oh my God.
Parang nandun, sobrang idol ko siya talaga, as in, sobra. Tapos, nandun na po kami sa likod kasi Roby, nakikipal po ako.
Mika!
Kapit lang.
Kapit lang, Mika.
So,
Sige lang, Mika. Kaya mo yan. Sige, bigyan natin si Mika ng 15 seconds. Over. Oh no. Very challenging.
po ako.
Wala pa din. Should we move to the Yan. Andiyan ka. Yes. Ayan. Oh.
So, ayun po.
Nawala na talaga. Yan.
Sige.
I think meron kung may konting difficulty si Mika sa kanyang signal. Ayan, Mika, are you moving? Yan, Mika, tuloy mo. Sige.
So, sinulat ko po agad talaga siya sa journal ko. Yun, nakatabi ko sa Ate Bianca. So, yun po talaga yung memorable sa akin. Sige po.
That made Mika's first memorable kasi nakatabi niya ang kanyang very specific kanyang idol na si Bianca. We collected some other we spoke to your mentors and they were very, very generous with their thoughts about you joining the Madz. So we'd like to see that video, please.
Dati dream lang natin ng parents mo na makasali ka sa Madz. Pero ngayon, nandiyan ka na sa loob.
Bilang magulang po, handa po kami sumuporta hanggang sa abot po ng aming makakaya. At alam din po namin na marami po siyang matututunan sa maganda, mabubuting aral, lalo na po sa larangan ng pag-awit.
Yel was one of my voice scholars since she was in high school. So when the call went out for auditions into the Sing Philippines Youth Choir, I did not hesitate prodding her to give it a try. And when she was invited to try out for the Madz, I felt compelled to strongly urge her to grab this singular opportunity. It was a no-brainer. One of the things I learned from Ma'am O.A., who was my voice professor in the College of Music, was that joining an ensemble, especially one of such a high caliber, would tremendously enrich one's artistry and musicianship.
And if empty hands are all I have, what a joy. I never fight to take someone else's noise and live and feel like the rest of the boys.
AIDS was a member of the University of Makati Chorale for several years, even though he was not a student of the university. He was recruited by his real mentor, Jerome Guillan, who was also a member of my choir then. Even before joining the group, AIDS already had an impressive background in singing as he was champion in the Kundiman ng Makati singing competition organized by the city government. And when he became my member, I remember offering and giving him several sessions of music lessons or voice lessons because I already saw the potential in him as regards to his talent. Definitely, I am proud and happy to see my students level up and become members of the Madrigal Singers. I am pretty sure by being a member of the Madrigal Singers, AIDS' life will be shaped by music as much as it did to mine.
Ayan. Sige, we'd thank our first set of guests, AIDS, and yeah, would you like to wave to your new friends goodbye? And abangan nyo na lang sila sa mga upcoming concerts of the Madz. Thank you! Thank you din kay Mika. Can we have...
Thank you so much po. Thank you.
Ang galing-galing naman itong si AIDS. Grabe.
Salamat po.
Okay, so as you've heard, dear viewers, as you heard from our guests first round and then their mentors video, joining the Madz has really opened new doors for them. It has opened a new way of looking at the world and experiencing it, and it has also opened up new opportunities to grow. So as we shall now see in this next video, young soloists of the current Madz, ito na yung mga bagong crop ng sinasabi natin, every singer trained as a soloist. So there are more soloists. So before we go to the next section, we'd like to give you a snippet of who our next guests will be. So can we roll the video, please?
I believe in the people of nations to join and to care for love. I believe in a world where life will guide us and giving our love will many have
Sorry po. Parang balik na pa.
Hello po.
Yes,
Okay, so please introduce yourselves to our viewers, and I'm also curious to learn more about you. Unahin natin yung nakatabulit kanina.
wait lang.
Sorry po.
Ingay.
Okay ka lang dyan. Yan, relax. Yan. Okay. Please introduce yourselves. Let's start with Dennis.
Dennis, sige.
Hello, ako po si Dennis. Kinakabahan din po. Pero I'm actually the eldest sa Madz ngayon. Naabutan ko pa si Odette na kumakanta. Ganun na lang po ako matanda. Yes. And ano po ako, balikbayan po ako sa Madz because I joined the Madz way back in 2000. Yun, abot ako sila Odette na kumakanta. I was lucky enough to be taught under Ma'am Ogipa. And then, bumalik po ako sa Madz ng year 2015.
Welcome back, Ben.
Maraming ganyan, balik-balik sa Madz.
Naman. Next, let's have Hello.
Hello po. Good evening, Ate Odette and Kuya Alfred. And good evening sa lahat po na nanonood ng Madz Talk. My name is Jello Diamos. I am 30 years old from Silang, Cavite, where I am currently at. And I have been singing with the Madz since February of 2018.
2 years. 2 years na rin. Ano? 2 years
Wait.
na ba yun? No?
Dennis, nasaan ka? Siya sa Silang. Nasaan ka, Dennis?
Nakatira po ako sa Pasay ngayon.
So you're in Pasay right now?
Yes.
Okay, sige. Sabi siya natin kung nasaan na naka-quarantine mga tao.
And Chang, okay ka na ba dyan?
Okay na po. Hello po. Good evening po everyone. Good evening po Ate O and Ate Alfred. My name is Alfred Salva and I'm 25 years old. Nag-join ako ng Madz from year 2018.
sorry?
2018 po. 2018.
Yes, 2018. Kung hindi natatanong si originally
From Cagayan de Oro po.
Cagayan de Oro.
From Cagayan de Oro, para tayong Pilipinas.
Oo. Kanina meron tayong galing Davao, si Alros ngayon ay galing Cagayan de Oro. Ayan. So welcome.
Oro pa ngayon? Are you in Cagayan de Oro now?
Yes po.
Hello sa mga taga Cagayan de Oro.
Nakauwi ka.
Okay.
Akala ko nasa Manila ka.
Nakauwi po ako yung last month.
What we wanted this second batch of guests to share with our viewers, we were talking about yung, kasi ito, nakikita ko na ito madalas pa nga to, so medyo tumagal-tagalan ng kaunti mga to, no? Lalo na si Dennis, bumalik pa. You know, in the past episodes we've said, hindi madali ang experience sa Madz, no? There are a lot of competing requirements, competing expectations, marami kang sabi ko, mahirap itong nagmamads kasi sagabal ang buhay sa pagiging Madz minsan. So, what's the biggest challenge or difficulty that you encountered as you train or sing with the Madz?
Sino ang gustong mauna? Auntie, gusto mo na ba mag-start?
Sige po.
Ikaw,
So, yung...
kapit ko ng konti yung microphone para madinig ka. Good.
So, yung biggest challenges ko pa encounter ko sa Madz is yung kung paano ko po masustain yung commitment ko with the Madz. So, lalo na po na malayo pa ako sa pamilya ko, tapos iniwan ko po yung life ko dito sa Cagayan de Oro para lang ma-fulfill ko yung dream ko sa Madz na maging isa sa kanila na kumanta at makaupo po. So, yun po. Yun po yung isa sa mga challenges ko talaga during na pumasok ako ng Madz in 2018.
Kamusta naman yung pag-transition mo from Cagayan de Oro dito sa Manila?
Actually po, okay naman po, pero may times po na nahirapan din po ako.
Siyempre. Maganda kasi kay Alrose, we're very happy kasi si Alrose din came to the Madz with not only of family, but also yung kanyang musical family. Kasi si Alrose, ang kanyang ama sa Cagayan de Oro ay very, very good friend of the Madz. Established doon for a time si Richie and diba tsaka si Prim na tumutulong with Alrose na yung kanyang pag-stay dito sa Manila is they make sure sustained. So it's very special for us kasi nakikita namin na pati yung mga ganito na mga tao ay nakikita din yung vision at yung talagang kagustuhan ni Alrose na matuto. Alrose, ikaw ba may plano ka pang bumalik ng Cagayan de Oro? If ever in the future pagka tapos ka na sa Madz?
Opo ate. Kung babalik man ako dito sa Cagayan de Oro, gusto ko po yung ma-share ko din yung anong naging experience ko po sa Madz. Ma-share ko yung sa church choir na tinuturuan ko po, sa mga bata, yung gustong sumali na sa choir po.
Thank you, Alrose. Thank you. Thank you for that story. Lelo, ikaw, kamusta?
Ayun po. Talking about yung biggest challenge sa pagiging part ng Madz, I would say bilang isang Caviteño, it would be the distance po talaga. For the majority of my stay sa Madz, nag-uuwian po ako from Dasmariñas, Cavite at saka papunta po sa ensayo sa Quezon City. So I have to allot a minimum of 3 hours papunta ng rehearsals para po umabot on time. And aside from the commute, since nung kasabay po ng pagte-train ko po sa Madz, yung pagpapasa rin po sa akin ni Sir Velitan ng De La Salle University, Dasmariñas Coral. So, yung distansya po nung dalawang commitments of being a conductor dito po sa province tsaka po sa pagmamad sa Manila. So I think that's one of the toughest challenges I had to face.
Layo, no?
Ang traffic, talaga tiniis mo. So why I'm curious, let me ask you, What makes you go through that traffic? It's enough to make ako, at some point, the traffic made me say goodbye to the Madz at some point. Ikaw, why are you, paano mo natiis?
Siguro po kasi gustong-gusto ko po talaga yung ginagawa ko, and it's really a blessing to be a part of the Madz and to be a part of its mission. And yung paglalaan po ng responsibility and commitment to that is really worth it. So I think kahit ma-traffic po ako every time na pupunta po ako sa ensayo ng Madz, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Malayo yung Cavite, ha? Hindi siya joke, pero wait. And I mean, in terms of yung managing mo yung
Sorry po?
Anong counter mo? In the Madz.
While in the Madz and being a conductor of the LSUD Choral, malaking challenge po kapag the Madz is taking up a lot of time in preparing for certain events. Sometimes po the Madz needs to rehearse more than the usual times in a week. So minsan hindi ko na po napupuntahan yung mga members ko. But I am actually grateful kasi with the discipline and the passion na nakukuha ko po sa Madz and that I am also able to pass on to my members, I see that yung ganong klaseng level ng responsibility na develop din po nila sa kanilang mga sarili. So they are also able to meet yung demands ng organization ng choral even if I'm not there. So ayun po.
Thank you, DLSUD. Dennis, ikaw naman.
Pinakamalaking challenges po sa akin. Well, I guess number one would be yung sa aking pagbabalik, hindi na po ako masyadong bata. So, naramdaman ko po yung feeling na nakikihabol sa mga bata in terms of memorization, in terms of pati sa mga pagsayaw-sayaw kasi hindi naman po talaga ako sumasayaw. Pero, you know, the reason why I came back was because I felt that I had a debt to pay. I owed Ma'am OA a debt. That's why I came back. So parang kahit ganun hirap, I've actually experienced the highest of the high in my life and the lowest of my low while in the Madz. So parang because of that promise, pinilit ko pa rin talaga, and it's all just uphill. And marami akong dapat pasalamatan for that. I have to thank my wife for that. She's been very supportive of me. Yes, I'm married. And Sir Mark talaga for even trusting me in all this time. Marami na po akong pinagdaanan with Sir Mark. So, thank you po kay Sir Mark din talaga. Yun lang po.
Thank you din sa wife mo, Denny.
Oh my gosh!
Alam natin yan na, syempre yung nagtutour, tapos may mga performances, but thank you kay Mrs. for understanding. Okay, just to break everything, here is something that we're going to do for the first time tonight. Jello, would you like to help us with this segment?
Yes, sige po.
Sige, tuloy.
So for our viewers tonight, we will be having a simple game, and this is called Two Truths and a Lie. So itong edition na to ng Two Truths and a Lie will be, of course, about the Philippine Madrigal Singers. So there will be 3 statements na babanggitin ko. So 2 of those statements are true, and 1 of them is the lie. So, for this segment, ang participation ninyo, mga nanonood, would be to comment below kung ano sa tingin ninyo sa 3 statements yung lie.
So, ipakita natin yung visual, Jello, while you're talking.
We're looking for the statement that is incorrect or the lie. Okay? So, ang sagot dapat yung lie. Can we have the questions, please, or the choices?
Okay, go Jello.
Ayan.
Go Jello.
So, the 3 statements are letter A. The Madz has sung for U.S. President Bill Clinton. Letter B, the Madz has sung for King Juan Carlos and Queen Sofia of Spain. And letter C, the Madz has sung for Saint Pope John Paul II, Pope Benedict XVI, and Pope Francis. Now, you can send your answer to our comment section. Just type in # or #Jello and the letter of your answer.
Yan, o sige. So ulitin ko lang ha. You have 3 choices, A, B, or C. We are looking for the statement that is incorrect or yung kasinungalingan, yung lie. So please comment by answering #Jello and then your answer. Hindi daw po pwedeng sumali ang Madz alumni.
Bawal alumni.
Oo, hindi pwedeng sumali. So, ang premyo, of course, habang naka-flash pa tong ating mga choices, for the first one who will give us the correct answer, you will be entitled to 2 tickets, best seats in the house, the first concert ng Madz after the lockdown.
Wow.
Kasi matagal nating aantayin yung Madz, pero as soon as we are able to have a concert, yung first concert na yon, we will give you 2 tickets, best seats in the house. Thank you for this of ating visuals. Yan, we can now remove the visuals. Yan, thank you, Jello. First time namin din. Kabahan ako. Sana may makakuha.
So itong 2 truths and a lie, hirap ako isipin. We learned about this because, Jello, kwento mo, nilalaro to ng Madz. So behind the scenes, tell us about the background. Naglalaro kayo ng ganito?
Yes po. For most recently po, in the past couple of days or weeks, naglalaro po ang Philippine Madrigal Singers ng 2 Truths and a Lie. So each day, we feature one of the singers to lay out their 2 truths and a lie, and the rest of the singers get to guess. And then yung icebreaker element niya is a special reveal video na pinaghahandaan ng kung sino man yung host.
Yun. O kung ano lang, no, kung pwede ko lang i-share yung mga video reveal. Ang creative na yun lang ang masasabi ko. Talagang guys ko talaga, maraming idea sa mga kabataan. Nakakatuwa sila. So, yan ang that if we have guests now, yung goal ng ating show is to get to know the new members of the Madz. Yan din ang ginagawa nila ngayon actually sa kanilang chat is discovering more of themselves. And of each other din. Yun. So, Alfred?
So, we want to move on. So we'd like to thank this set of guests who are with us. Thank you, Jello, para dun sa 2 truths and a lie. Pinag-isipan ko yun.
Salamat po.
Yan. So anyway, we learn many things about others, about the world, and most especially, we discover more things about ourselves when we join a choir, or in this specific case, our guests have joined the Madz. Napakaraming challenges, like Dennis has mentioned, he's married. Si Jello, galing sa Cavite, tinatahak yung traffic 3 hours one way, 3 hours the other way. Tapos, si Alros, iniwanan ng buong buhay sa Cagayan de Oro para lang mag-Madz. So there are really many challenges, many demands, and it is so often difficult to balance all of these demands. So in the face of all of these difficulties, it's inevitable that some of the members will have to leave eventually kasi mahirap talaga i-balance. But there are also some who do stay on. So for those who stay on for a longer time, we want to find out from 2 of our longer stay members in person, virtually, as well as 2 others on video. Why are you still staying with the Madz? Why have you stayed with the Madz despite the difficulties? What compels you to stay with the Madz? So we'd like to first show you this video of 2 of our longer staying members, and they will tell you why they're still with the Madz. Can we have the video?
Hi, my name is Jen. I joined the Madz in 2015 and I stay because of the music. Sobrang sarap kumanta with the Madz. I love being able to sing different kinds of music with them and sharing it with the world. with the Madz because of Sir Mark and all the people who are part of the Madz family, because I love learning from them. They are also inspiring, and their passion and discipline in life is really worth emulating. Singing with the Madz makes me happy, gives me a kind of joy that is very deep and that somehow spills over to other aspects of my life. I think the happiness I get from Madz makes me a better musician, a better teacher, generally a better person.
Hello everyone, my name is Mane Martinez. I'm a bass and this is my 5th year with the Madz. Of reasons why I stay with the Madz. Learning never stops when you're with the Madz. You're traveling, no? You get to visit different countries, meet new people, make new friends, and experience different cultures, no? At the same time, when we perform, we get to impart our own culture, which is a very rewarding experience.
And so with that, our new set of guests, our next set of guests, Trisha and Mark Alan Estrella, ang matanders.
Mga
Hello! Hello po.
Hello po. Bilang kayo sa mga matatanda.
Makaka-relate na tayo ng kaunti.
Ang mag-i-introduce ay sino sa inyong mas matanda? Game.
Sa edad po, si Mark. Pero ako pa yung mas matagal.
Okay, Mark Allen. Sige, Mark Allen, can you please introduce yourself?
Age before beauty, game.
Hello po. Ako po si Mark Allen Estrella, 30 years old. Tapos, member po ng Madz since July 2013. Ayan po.
Talaga ba? Ay, Mark Allen, wait. Before joining the Madz, saan po ikaw nanggaling?
Galing po ako sa Baguio. Doon po ako lumaki. Galing po ako sa Merino Sanctuary Choir na hawak po ni Sir Joey Soliman. Tapos, member din po kami ng Madz et al. Nung yung choir po na yan.
Na pumupunta-punta sa Manila. Alam niyo yung choir
yes, po.
Yung choir na yun ni Dr. Joey Soliman, ginagawa lang nilang ng Divisoria ang Manila. Kasi 'di ba?
Pag Madz et al.
Dadating kayo tapos in time na for the sound check, kakanta tapos
yes,
uuwi. Ganun ang ginagawa.
Yes po.
Thank you. And hello kay Dr. Joey. Yes, Trisha, ikaw naman.
Hello po everyone. Hi Ate O, Kuya Alfred, and sa lahat po. Okay, I'm Trisha K. Piao, 28 years old. Mas matanda po talaga sila actually sa akin. And 8 years na po ako sa Madz. Nag-start ako February 12, 2012. So naalala ko ako yung pinakabata nun eh. So, ayun. Tapos, kumanta ako dati kay Ma'am Ana, UE Coral.
UE Coral naman. Kaya si Trisha ay galing kay Ma'am Ana ng UE Coral. Bata ka pa noon, pero ngayon,
tanda na.
Akalain niyo yun, di ba? Gano'n na katagal si Trisha and Mark Allen. Dito sa, kasi kanina, we heard Jen and Mane, who are both just 5 years with the Madz. Medyo, yun, parang ang feeling natin matagal na, pero kung titignan mo, 5 years lang. Kayo naman, ano naman ang reason kung bakit kayo nagsistay? Bakit nandito pa? Trisha.
Ate, okay. Actually, ate, yung plano ko dati, saglit lang. Talagang 2 to 3 years lang po talaga yung timeline ko. Kasi after nun, gusto ko mag-foreign service po talaga. Okay. Tapos on my 3rd year, madaming opportunities na dumating. Blessings, so more tours, tas may competition pa. So sabi ko, I have to be in the competition para mas mag-grow ako as a person. Kasi mag-work ako, mas matagal yung growth nun. Sabi ko, sige, compete, tapos kanta. So, until later on, kanta-kanta, mamaya, 2020 na, 8 years na. So, hindi ko na napansin yung oras. Pero sa akin, yung pinaka-importante ate siguro yung you get to inspire people. Magka-concert ka, may isa doon, matatouch, you know. Tapos, magbabago yung buhay. So, yun, for me, importante yun. Tapos, yung makatulong sa mission and vision ng MADZ. Yan, in my own little way.
Yeah. Thank you. Ganda, very inspiring. Mark Allen, ikaw naman. Why are you
still here?
Siguro po, kasi yung mga nakakilala po sa akin, lalo na yung mga kakwar ko sa Baguio, alam po nila na ever since na nalaman ko yung MADZ through Sir Joey Soliman, na-addict na po talaga ako, and ever since, pinangarap ko po talaga na maging part ng group. And never did I imagine na makakapasa po. So nandito na po ako, parang nakaka-addict yung kanta ng kanta, nakakanta ng kanta, and nakakatuwa po yung marami natutunan kay Sir Mark. So it's more of the love of singing po talaga. And po, kasi last year din po nagkaroon po ako ng choir, yung Ambassadors for Christ's Chamber Singers. So naging conductor po ako last year. So parang kaya din po ako nagsistay kasi parang to gain more experience, more learnings as a musician and as a conductor po.
Galing. Mark Allen, ang galing ng experience. Pero at some point, Mark Allen, di mo ba naisip na mag-quit in the middle of yung years mo with the MADZ?
Meron po, nung first year pa lang. Kasi nung 2013, nasa tour po kami. Bago-bago pa lang po ako. Nasa CCP outreach with Ma'am Chingay sa Northern Luzon. Tapos, yun po yung time na nagkaroon ng Yolanda. Yung parents ko po nasa Ormoc at that time. So, parang inask ko yung mama ko if I need to go back to work kasi nag-resign po ako for the MADZ kasi for yung pangarap nga ganyan. So inask ko po yung nanay ko if umalis na lang ako sa MADZ tapos mag-work na lang ako ulit para makabalik din sila dito. Sabi niya, hindi, wag na, okay lang kami dito. Tsaka alam din naman niya kung gaano ko siya pinangarap, and alam niya din na gustong-gusto ko talaga yung ginagawa ko. Ayun po. So, nandito pa rin po.
Inaantay ko pumasok yung mommy mo dyan ulit.
Nasa kabila ko ito.
Magkakaisa na ako sa kanya, mommy.
Where are you now?
Nasa Caloocan po ako ngayon.
Okay. Ay, ikaw naman, Tricia. Have you thought about leaving the MADZ at some point in your very long years?
Siyempre po, kuya, talagang minsan dadating tayo sa point na yun. Alala ko, 2018 naman po yun. After ng tour, talaga for me, personally, ang bigat nun eh, kasi nakakapagod talaga. Ang dami talaga nangyari. So, emotionally, pagod din ako nun. So, gusto ko na mag-quit talaga nun. And then later, kwento ko siya sa friend ko sa MADZ, sabi, nag-a-align pa rin ba siya sa mission at vision mo? Kasi kung hindi, it's okay, you have to leave. Pero kung nag-a-align pa rin, sige, stay pa rin. Kasi ito ba, binigyan pa niya ako ng isang reason. Parang love life nga, sabi niya, alin yung mas nagpapasaya sa'yo? Alin yung mas mahalaga? Okay? Yung MADZ or yung pagod ka emotionally, or kasi pagod din ako sa pag-akompanya ko po nun sa piano. Alin yung mas So, alin yung mas mahalaga? And then and there, alam ko yung sagot.
Alam na yung sagot.
Yes. So, nag-adjust lahat. Then, MADZ pa rin.
Pag pinili mo talaga, okay. So, ngayon naman, so nasabi na nga natin na matagal na ang inyong stay sa MADZ. I'm sure meron kayong most memorable experience.
Most memorable experience, blooper, whatever.
Gusto
yung
ko
for patronage naman.
Lang tayo ng isa, yan. Yung talagang mahalaga at hindi nyo makakalimutan. Sige, start tayo kay Trisha.
Actually, yung mahalaga, actually madami po eh, sige, pero pinakamahalaga doon, yung nag-tour kami 2016 and 2017. Yung na-experience namin yung panalo. Tapos 2017 yung boom, talo. Pero bago mag-compete, naalala ko, nagkabulutong ako noon, 13 days before mag-compete. So talagang masakit sa akin, mahirap na yung competition. Tapos yung nagkabulutong ka pa, wala ka sa concerts nila before mag-compete, talaga unforgettable po sa akin yun. Tapos of course, yung life lessons na natutunan namin na natalo kami. Yun.
Ano yung example sa mga one life lesson na natutunan mo sa pagkatalo? What did you pick out of it?
Actually, madami po kasi
Isa lang.
pag natalo ka, madami lessons kaysa nanalo ka. So, for me, buti natalo. Kasi individually, vocally, medyo kulang pa. As a group, medyo kulang pa. So, may konting kulang na kailangan pa nating i-level up. So, as a Madz, talagang we always have to strive for excellence. Nandun pa rin talaga level up and level up all the time. Kahit magko-compete na. So, yun yung sa akin.
Thank you for yung insights na yun. Thank you, Trish.
Ikaw, Mark Allen, ano yung most memorable mo?
Mark Allen, gusto ko yung masaya. Gusto mo iyak ako.
Masaya.
Ayan, masaya.
Pwede magsabi ng dalawa, ate. Isang masaya, isang serious.
Okay, bilisan mo lang. Simulan mo muna with the
sige.
serious. Gusto ko yung serious.
Serious. Yung serious po, same din kay Trisha, yung EGP noong 2017. Kasi roller coaster of emotions po yun eh. Sobrang grabe yung pinagdaanan namin, yung ang dami naming tours bago pumunta ng EGP. Pero yung pinaka-memorable po yung after EGP. Kasi nung after ng EGP, tas natalo po kami, after nung dinner, diretso uwi, tas kailangan ng matulog or magpahinga yung mga ibang Madz nakipag-mingle with the other choirs. Pero ako, nag-empake na po ako kasi magbabiyahe po papuntang Barcelona maaga kinabukasan kasi may concert. So, after nun, tulog, gising, tas nagbiyahe. Tas parang wala po, di po pinag-usapan yung results ng EGP at that time. So, parang, okay, parang walang nangyari, diretso lang. Tas kasama din namin yung mga alumni dun sa bus going to Barcelona. So, parang masaya-saya lang. Pero po nung pagdating ng concert sa Barcelona, yun lang po ata ako umiyak ng sobra sa tanang buhay ko na nag-concert. Kasi parang wala kasi hindi namin na-process yung nangyari masyado, hindi pinag-usapan. So parang na-process namin yung emotions namin ng pagkatalo through song. So lahat ng mga kanta parang iniyakan namin nung concert na yun. Yun po.
Ano na-realize mo, Mark Allen, with that?
Same din po kay Trisha na parang pag natalo ka, when you are at your lowest, meron pa rin mga taong magsa-support and magmamahal sa iyo. For example, yung mga alumni na pumunta all around the world para lang suportahan kami, tsaka yung mga families namin sa Philippines. And yung lagi rin kong natutunan kay Sir na learning never stops. Kahit umabot ka na ng EGP, kahit naging finalist ka na ng EGP, hindi pa rin yun. Hindi pa rin yun yung end point. Parang you will always learn something new. You have to learn something else. Hindi lang yun. Ayun po.
Ganda naman.
That's true ha. And also thank you din dun sa mga bukod sa alumni and our families and syempre yung mga friends natin na nandito nun sa Manila who was praying for us and for us. So thank you din. Mark Allen, mabilis lang yung kwento mo na
yung funny story mo.
Sige. Yung funny story ko po, first tour ko sa Madz. First Europe tour ko po, 2014. Galing po kaming Slovenia, Ljubljana. Alam niyo ni Trisha. Tapos, pumunta po kami ng Zagreb, Croatia. By land po. So, magbabas. So, ano lang, nag-travel na po. So, pagdating ng border, nag-stop. Tapos, syempre first Europe ko po yun, so medyo hindi pa naman po ako sanay. May biglang pumasok ng immigration officer, tapos isang chine-check yung passport. Nung pagdating sa akin, sabi niya, no. Sabi ko, hala, bakit hindi ako, bakit nag-no to? Tapos nung mamaya, parang kinausap niya na yung mga people from the embassy, na parang, for some reason, hindi kami makakapasok ng Croatia. 3 po kami noon, mga first-timers. Ako, si Fifi, si Rafi from Davao, tapos si Jacob. So naiwan po kami sa parang convenience store sa out of no sa middle out of no, sa may malapit po sa border. Tapos kinakausap po ng mga people from the embassy yung yung sa immigration. So ang nangyari, di po kami naka-concert. So bumalik po kami ng Ljubljana. Pero yung Madz, tuloy pa din. So anong time na po yun, 4 lang yung bases. Si Fifi, si Kuya Niels, si Fifi, ako, si Terence. So, nung nag-concert po sila sa Croatia, 2 lang yung base. Tapos kami, bumalik po kami ng Ljubljana, ng Slovenia. Tapos, thank you po kay Yashna sa APZ. Siya yung nagkumup-kup sa amin habang kami lang yung nandun sa Ljubljana. Tapos, after kinabukasan po nun, bumalik na yung Madz kasi pupunta po kami ng Milan. Tapos sinundo nila ulit kami sa Ljubljana. So parang nagkaroon po kami ng free day. Kami nakapag-concert.
Swerte nyo.
Hindi natutuwa ang gay section sa inyong dalawa.
Medyo po. Stress na stress po nun sila kasi 2 lang sila eh.
At naka-rest na ko. Ngayon, since si Mark Allen, dahil iniwanan mo kami ng nakakatawang kwento, let's follow it up with something na light din. Na kay Mark Allen ngayon ang second question ng ating game. Kanina may I already have the screenshot of the winner. So later on we will announce. So ngayon, Mark Allen, please do the honors of introducing yung ating next set of questions. So
and we will have the visuals as well, please, of the question. Go, Mark Allen.
So ayan po, dahil pinilit po ako ni Ate Odette, kahit labag po sa aking kalooban. So, yung 2 truths and a lie. So, A, the Madz has sung at the Sydney Opera House. B, the Madz has sung at the Teatro Colón in Argentina. Or C, the Madz has sung at the Paris Opera House. So, piliin nyo lang po yung lie. Tara, may pa-hashtag. Hashtag Mark Allen, tapos your answer. Ayun po.
Ulitin natin. Okay, please look for the lie or yung kasinungalingan or yung statement na false. Letter the Madz has sung at the Sydney Opera House. Letter B, the Madz has sung at the Teatro Colón. Or letter C, the Madz has sung at the Paris Opera House. Please do not forget hashtag Mark Allen para makuha namin ang first na magko-comment with the correct answer. Again, yung Madz alumni. Sorry, hindi po kayo pwedeng sumali. And ang prize po, kagaya ng kanina, is, again, 2 tickets to the next concert of the Madz after the lockdown, best seats in the house. Yan. Thank you dito sa ating visuals. With that, thank you. I'd like to thank our guests for this segment. Thank you for sharing. I think it's also the first time na may nakapagkwento about the EGP in 2017. Thank you for sharing these
Trisha, nasaan ka?
Sa ano po? Project 4.
Okay. Akala ko nasa Cagayan de Oro ka. Okay, Odette, game.
Thank you kay Mark Allen and Trisha. We'll see you soon.
Thank you po.
So, I think moving to our next.
Yes. So a few weeks ago, as you will see, behind the scenes, some of the Madz are not all in the same place. No, naka-lockdown kami wherever. That's why sometimes you will see the signals fluctuate because Yel is in Davao, Mika is in Cagayan de Oro, and Trisha is in a very, very far away place called Project 4. So, what are you doing in all of this pandemic, during the pandemic times? Those are some of the things that our members are sharing with our viewers. So a few weeks ago, Madz Choir Master Sir Mark recorded a segment of a video that was intended for Spicy, and he was answering the question, what could choirs and singers do during these pandemic times? You know, by the very nature of our art, we need to sing together, kaya nga tinatawag na choir, we need to sing together, rehearse together, but we cannot rehearse together, we cannot sing together, and we cannot perform. So the question was asked to Sir Mark Anthony Carpio, what can choirs do in this pandemic? So let's talk about that in the next segment. We would like to hear this video, please.
What we have been doing is, again, concentrating on the individual skills. Okay, so this is it's very sad that we cannot sing together, and we could achieve more. Ngayon, we cannot really achieve much kasi hindi naman tayo magkakasama. But that is what we can do for now. Okay, yun muna. And then rather than not doing it at all, well, let's give it a chance. But there are ways for us to still work on those skills that we've been talking and pray that this will be over soon.
Okay.
And with that,
we have a new set of...
So we'd like to welcome our new set of guests, our last set for this evening. Please introduce yourselves. Let's start with ladies first.
Good evening po. I'm Leslie Ann Abordo from Makati City. I'm 21 years old and I joined the Madz February 2018. For 2 years na din po.
Happy second anniversary, Leslie. And next, Erwin.
Hello po. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. I'm Erwin Vargas, 20 years old. At nandito po ako ngayon sa Lucban, Quezon. And I was a freshie in UP Diliman, BS Chemistry, back in 2018 nung sumali po ako sa Madz. Ayun po.
So, ano siya ha, super fresh out of college. In fact, he fielded in his application bago, di ba, Twin?
Po?
Bago graduate ng high school.
Nung mga first few months ko po ng college. Ayun po.
Na siya sa Madz. And last but not least, Nico.
Hello po, good evening. I'm Nico Villanueva. I'm from Lopez, Quezon. Nandito rin po ako ngayon. And I'm 25 years old. And I joined the Madz 2019 September po. So last year lang.
Balik na naman tayo sa mga kabataan, Alfred.
Nico, hindi ka naman freshman tulad ni Erwin, ano?
Freshman po na hindi fresh.
Ano yun?
Kasi po, when I joined last year sa Madz, freshman po ako sa music, ng conducting. And then, pero graduate na po ako ng architecture before I studied music.
So second degree.
Yes po.
Galing.
Pero ikaw, Erwin, you're actually like second year in UP?
Yes po. Incoming third year po.
Yes. Ang bilis, Erwin. Ang bilis. Third year na pala siya. Tapos si Nico naman, recently passed the auditions. He's now, ayan na yung kanyang second freshman year. At the College of Music. Yan. Congratulations. So, yeah.
Actually, pangatlo na po.
Ha?
Pangatlo.
Yeah. Architecture. So,
yes.
Fulfilling of the bucket list. So, ang question namin ngayon for our last batch is, what have you been doing naman individually? So, kamustahin naman namin kayo. How did you stay productive in this time of lockdown? And how did you, ano yung impact ng social distancing sa inyo, sa inyong pamilya, etc. Yes, let's start with si Nico.
Ayan. Well, nung pong nag-lockdown, before, syempre, aside from the Madz, studies, nag-work din po ako. I am working as a multimedia artist sa isang digital marketing company. Then, so, yun, gumagawa ako ng mga graphics, mga commercials. And then, nag-work din ako. May isa pa akong work meron po kaming startup business ng mga kabatch ko nung college sa architecture. So, we do design, construction. So, and then, so nung nag-lockdown, tuloy pa rin po yung work from home, mga conference, mga meetings. And then also, nagka-time na to write songs, to arrange, yun, mga tawag dito, mga hindi ko pa nagagawa na mga naka-queue na arrangement, mga kailangan kong isulat na kakanta. So yun, pero marami pa rin pong naka-queue hanggang ngayon.
Ngayon, hindi naubos, lalo yatang lumabas lahat, no?
Opo, parang mas nadagdagan pa siya.
You mentioned about your startup company. Leslie also has a very interesting endeavor na kanyang sinimula nitong lockdown. Leslie, tell us something about that.
Short background, founder and the owner of Pagbabago PH, which is nagsasal po kami ng sustainable items and alternatives para sa single-use plastic. So, nung during lockdown, nung first, yung usual kong ginagawa is movie, kain, tulog. Yung usually pag nag-rest. But then, nagkwento sa akin si mama namin, like, is also a jeepney driver before he died, and officer din siya before, so medyo close sila sa kilala and sa mama ko. And then sabi ni mama na gusto namin tumulong and yet we don't have enough para magbigay sa kanila. Kasi ilan yun. Gamitin yung platform ko po na magbigay sa kanila by giving my sales na bilhin namin sila ng grocery. And then nauna, nag-hesitate ako kasi nga baka walang bumili or hindi siya marami, hindi makaproduce na marami. But then, natuwa po ako kasi ang dami nag-share, nagpo-post, and also, yung nagsaspread man ng awareness din. And ayun po, luckily, nakabigay kami ng 80 packs. So, 80 jeepney drivers. Ayun, so nabigyan po namin ang feeling kasi yung mga message nila about na nung kay Dada na gagawin din niya yun kung buhay pa siya ngayon na he will help din sa kanila. And also may time din, yung mga jeepney drivers din po pala na na-stock dun sa terminal. Parang 10 ata po sila. So yun, nagpunta po kami dun to personally na ibigay yung packs. Tapos nakakayak lang po kasi makita mo sila na dun sila natutulog sa mga jeepney, mga mga jeep. So parang kahit paano nakakatawa sa feeling na tumulong ka sa kanila. So ayun po. So yun yung ginawa ko na nakatulong na sa mga jeepney driver. So tutulungan po natin yung ating nature, which is earth. Ayan.
Yeah. Maganda yun. You have the chance, please do search for on Instagram and on Facebook, Pagbabago PH. Tama ba, Leslie?
Opo.
Yeah. You have more idea kung anong mga klaseng products yung sinesell, which are sustainable and are very environment friendly. So thank you for that beautiful no? Maganda. Erwin, ikaw, kamusta ang iyong lockdown?
Yes po. Yung mga ginagawa ko po ngayon, I attend free online choral workshops and seminars. Tulad po nung inorganize ng SICF or Singapore International Choral Festival, which took place around May to June 2020. So it was about rehearsals, programming, running the choir, and other topics. Tapos naging guest din po doon ang ilan sa ating Filipino conductors na sina Sir Mark Carpio, Sir Jonathan Velasco, and Dr. Beverly Shangkuan Cheng. And last night din po, or kanina madaling araw, I attended the first of 5 free online workshops organized by the King Singers for the New Music Prize. At salamat po kay Kuya Mark for sharing this with the other singers. And a new speaker po last night was Charles Anthony Silvestri, and he talked about the marriage of words and music. So for those who are not familiar, siya po yung nagsulat ng text for Eric Whittaker's Her Sacred Spirit Source, Sleep, Nox Arunque, and Leonardo Dreams of His Flying Machine, to name a few. And Also, nag-enroll din po ako sa mga free online music theory courses offered by Coursera. So one in University of Edinburgh and another in Michigan State University. And I think it was Ate Jen Tolentino and Sir Mark who shared these to our group. So again, thank you to Ate Jen and Sir Mark. And lastly, I offered, kami po ng kapatid ko na si Erica, we offered summer classes in math for K-12 students dito sa Lokban, Quezon to prepare them for the shift to online classes. So we had a few face-to-face classes and then slowly shifted online via Google Meet to prepare them for the demands of the incoming school year. Ayun po.
Akala ko music major ka.
Ay, di
History ka. Bakit parang music major ka?
Ngayon lang pong break. Ayun. Tapos pagdating po ng September, back to chem na po ulit.
Back to chem na. Ayan, ang galing din ng mga pinagkaabalahan ni Erwin, very hindi lang para sa sarili, nagkaroon din siya ng opportunity like Leslie to share her talents. Alfred, we'd like to show mga konting-konti lang na para makita din natin kung ano yung pinaggagawa ng ibang Madz during lockdown. Can we have that very, very short video, please? So kagaya ng mga nakikita na-encounter natin sa Facebook and Instagram, our new members also had the chance to matutong magluto. Meron of course, meron din nag-lend ng kanilang talents for several fundraisings via Facebook Live concerts. Yan ang pinagkakabalahan ng ano. Tapos kanina,
may tanong ako, yung Madz mismo, kasi sinasabi ni Sir Mark, focus on the individual. So Madz, kasi hindi naman kayo nag-iensayo, di ba? So what sort of activities na ginagawa niyo with Sir Mark during this pandemic? I mean, what Madz things were you doing with Sir Mark?
Bukod sa two truths and a lie. Nico,
So,
ano ang Madz, Nico?
At first, syempre yung Madz Zoom meeting, ang tawag po ni Sir is silent rehearsal. Kasi nagre-rehearse kami without singing. So parang so yun nga po, ang parang goal niya is to focus on the individual in development. So parang at first parang pinaliwanag niya po na we should develop our musicianship and musicality as a member ng Madz. So parang musicality na of course yung pagiging musicianship muna, yung everything about the music, the technique, yung mga syntax ng music, yun yung inaaral namin ngayon. And then of course, pinaliwanag niya rin na we can also learn through constant practice yung musicality namin as a singer. Yan po. So, parang every week may iba-ibang topics, may iba-ibang mga exercises na binibigay si Sir Mark for us.
Very good. Discussions din sila with Sir Mark. At least twice a week yata. Once or twice a week.
Yes.
And I also learned, Alfred, can I do my acknowledgements before we go any further?
Yes, please.
Of course, very, very quickly, before we proceed to our last question for the evening, we just like to thank all our friends who watched our episode number 7. Tama ba?
1 to 7.
Episode 7 tonight. Salamat sa Madz alumni. Tapos, i-announce ko na yung nanalo ng ating Madz, Two Truths and a Lie. So, for dun sa first question about, saan na ba ako? Yung, ayan, nawala ako. Itong,
Kaya mo yan.
ang hirap kasi, yung kung alin dito, yung the Madz has sung for US President Bill Clinton, for King Juan Carlos and Queen Sofia of Spain, or Saints Pope John Paul II, Pope Benedict XVI, and Pope Francis. Ang nanalo po ay si, hold on ha, medyo magulo, medyo dalawa ang sagot. Sandali lang. Alfred, would you like to cover up for me for a few?
While she's looking for that, this is a 7th episode, so we have a few episodes coming up. Of course, we try to make our episodes very, very varied. Somebody asked me this evening just before the show, ano ba talagang tatalakayin niyo? Sabi ko, well, there are so many topics under the sun, and we also listen to feedback. So if you have any topic that you'd like us to cover, please do send us a message either to the Madz Music Studio messenger, or to the messenger of Odette or myself. But what I want to invite you to is August 23 episode. Please pencil that in. Tama ba?
Yes.
Basta pencil in. If you know what that date is, basta pencil it in, okay? We'll catch you here. Basta, don't miss August 23.
May surprise kami nun. O sige, ready na ako. For the question, I think we want to congratulate Lester Flores, who chose this statement as a statement that is false. Yung the Madz has sung for US President Bill Clinton. Mali po yun. But the Madz has sung for US President Barack Obama. Hindi po si Clinton. So Lester,
maraming salamat. Congratulations, Lester.
Okay, correct. You got the correct answer. You get 2 tickets to the next concert of the Madz. And for that question, yung kung saan nakakanta yung Madz, the answer is the Madz, ang false po ay yung the Madz has sung at the Paris Opera House. Hindi pa po. Baka bukas, kasi gabi na po ngayon. Ang nanalo po ay Louis Serran. Louis Serran, who answered Opera House. Sydney Opera House, tapos na po. Teatro Colon, tapos na po. Yung Paris, bukas. Yan. So tuloy natin yung discussion.
Yeah, Sydney Opera House, yan ang huli kong kanta sa Madz bago ako nag-retire.
Maybe soon. So let's continue our discussion about the lockdown. Erwin, would you like to tell us more about this? Kasi kang pinag-uusapan natin yung inyong mga naging activities at yung inyong mga napupursue. So Erwin, I heard that bukod sa...
Erwin.
Oh, Erwin, I heard. So tell us more about this new venture that you started during the lockdown.
Ito na ba yung pasabog?
Ayan po. So, tulad nga po ng bili ni Sir Mark sa amin at sa lahat ng mga choristers na we should utilize our time to focus and develop our individual skills. So, sa akin naman po, I particularly chose to develop my skills pagdating po sa arranging and composing. Kasi po I thought baka wala na akong time to do it kapag nag-resume na yung classes sa college this coming academic year. So, applying all the lessons po from our regular Zoom meetings with Sir Mark, all the online workshops and seminars and music theory courses, I was able to produce a number of arrangements and compositions po. And also, since I've been with the group na po for almost 2 years na, I think, yeah, around 2 years, I learned a lot about the group, the individual singers, especially sa regular rehearsals po namin, our own strengths, weaknesses, limitations, and all. And so in writing these works, I took advantage of this knowledge po to maximize the capabilities of our batch, to highlight our strengths, and at the same time improve dun sa mga weaknesses po namin. Then I sent them to Sir na parang, hi Sir, sharing with you po a few works. Ganun. Just putting it out there, ganyan. Pero hindi na po ako nag-expect kasi ang dami ng piyesa ng Madz from past and even current members of the Madz, or even well-known composers and arrangers na ang gaganda talaga. And then eventually one day, Sir asked me if I have a MIDI or audio sample for one of my submissions para mapakinggan niya. Then yun po, I sent the MIDI to Sir, and then later that day, sabi po niya na he's interested in doing one of my arrangements. Ayun po.
So arranger na po.
Is this your first to the Madz? Your first arrangement for the Madz?
Yes po.
Wow. Welcome to the family of Madz arrangers.
Right after ito nga, yung product nung gawa ni Erwin, of course, pasok naman si Nico. Nico, anong kasunod na nangyari?
So, Sir Mark po thought of it na he wanted it to be different and authentic. Kasi since virtual nga, usually yung mga choirs, they sing lang through mga MIDI file, ganyan, may mga guides, ganun. So, Sir Mark wanted something different na we sing pa rin together. So what we did was we record, parang medyo matagal lang siya gawin, pero we record isa muna and then ipapasa sa next singer and then yung first singer na yun yung sasabayan niya para you sing together pa rin and then parami siya ng parami para yung mga crescendo, mga hagod parang authentic pa rin, hindi siya nagiging tunog mechanical, parang ganun. So parang singing together pa rin pero apart.
And you had the task of putting it together. Ikaw ba yung...
Yes, opo. I was the one na nag-weave ng lahat ng recordings. And of course, it was a challenge for me. And minsan china-challenge din ako ni Sir Mark. Kasi minsan, tinatanong niya ako, sige nga, Nico, sinong mas tama? Parang dalawang recording, parang, sinong mas tama? So, yung mga small nuances, parang gusto niya yun po yung isa din naming trinay i-develop ngayong lockdown, yung pitching. Kasi yung intonation, maraming pwedeng mangyari sa intonation eh. So, from one half step, pwedeng ma-divide pa siya into 100. So, from that, naririnig kagad ni Sir na may something. Tapos, check niya sa akin, sige nga Nico, check mo nga to, sino mas tama. So, minsan na-challenge talaga ako to really, train my ear na, so yun, habang mga around 2 months po namin siya ginawa. So medyo matagal nga lang.
Gusto ko madinig si Leslie. Leslie, ikaw ba yung first na recording or isa yun na yung parang trickle down na? Sige nga, quickly tell us, kamusta yung experience mo in doing the recordings?
First of all po, sa place and sa may pamang flow. So, iisipin mo yung perfect time to record yourself. Kung yung tipong walang noise talaga. And ang pinakamahirap din po is yung ikaw yung mauuna. Sobrang struggle po talaga noon kasi wala kang guide or anything na walang MIDI, walang anything. Basta gagawin mo lang yun na by yourself. And also yung dynamics po and harmony. It's very important din po yun na hindi mo totally na-apply yung dynamics kasi wala kang conductor sa harap mo, walang nag-guide sa'yo. So, being alone talaga yung pinakamahirap po sa ngayon. Kasi you do it all by yourself. And also, it's advantage din po kasi natututo ka din talaga and mas tumatalas yung ears mo tulad ng sinasabi ni Sir Mark. And struggle din po pag nakapag-record ka na, napasa mo na po, tapos biglang may chat si Sir na pwede bang ulitin itong ganito? So mag-aantay ka po ulit ng perfect time para gawin ulit yun. Pero at the same time, nakakatuwa rin po. Kasi talagang mahahasa ka rin. And also sinasabi ni Sir na makinig sa recordings kasi mas maririnig mo talaga kung ano yung dapat mong i-improve. So which is good po. Yun din po, parang doon ako tumitingin sa good side nung being alone. And ayun po, maganda yung song itself and nakaka-touch, nakakaiyak kasi hindi mo ma-imagine na gagawin mo talaga to na sa ganitong time. Tapos nakakalungkot kasi sanay kayo na together, tapos iisipin mo habang ginagawa yung work, kaya namin ito makakanta ng buo na nandoon ulit sa semicircle. So yun po.
Yun. So, give it back to Erwin to finally tell us ano na yung naging product nitong paikot-ikot yung site na nagsimula sa isang singer, tapos ipapasa sa next, tapos i-match ni Nico, tatanungin siya ni Sir Mark kung ano ang tapos kung mali, uulitin. So Erwin, finally, please do the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the surprise we have been telling you about, and would like to give the honors to Erwin, who arranged this wonderful song.
Ayun po. So from the moment po na sinabi ni Sir na interested siyang gawin yung isang arrangement, we started discussing po in our Zoom meetings yung applications ng mga lessons at skills na tinuro niya sa previous sessions like yung phrasing, paghagod, intonation, and marking our scores, and other things. And tulad po nung sinabi ni Nico kanina na we use the piece to practice intonation and blending by passing on the recordings from one singer to another. And Sir Mark wanted to do something more with all the voice recordings that we have amassed. And with this, I would like to introduce our choir master, Mr. Mark Anthony Carpio, to reveal our much-awaited surprise.
So, Odette, we're saying goodnight with Sir Mark. Right?
Can we have the video, please?
Hi, everyone. I hope you had a great time getting to know some of the new and young singers of the current batch of the Madz. For the young choristers out there, I hope that these singers have inspired you in some way to keep on singing. And now we'd like to show you just one of the songs that we've been working on during this lockdown. The song comes from the DreamWorks animated film, Joseph, King of Dreams. We sought the permission of the songwriter, John Buccino, who readily gave it to us. So, John, thank you for letting us sing this very inspiring song of yours. We'd like to dedicate this song to all of you, but most especially to those who find themselves in a difficult situation. Nevertheless, we find consolation in knowing that our God is a caring and loving God who will never leave us and who knows better than any one of us.
I thought I did what's right. I thought I had the answers. I thought I chose the surest road, but that road brought me here. So I put up a fight and told